This is Renee Tarot. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, we do tarot readings, predictions, astrology, prophecy, and I'm hoping that there are no breaks, that it runs smoothly. The last live I did yesterday, I invite you to listen to it. Some predictions for 2024, and I'm going to continue with that. Even is going to be considered to be somewhat dark simply because there are so many people who are in the dark. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm only talking to a particular group of people. You are a group of enlightened people, good, high level souls. You probably have reincarnated a few times. You're not new to the planet. You are someone who is pretty woke, as they say. You understand life in a deeper way. You have a tendency to see the deeper meanings of things. I definitely do not want everyone listening to the videos on this channel. That is for sure. Okay. So, once again, this reading is not for everybody, but for the out of the box thinkers, wise people, humble people, people who know who they are and they know where they are. They understand the earth. They understand the power. You understand the power of the earth. You understand the magic or the life, which really magic is just life. You understand the symbols. You understand what Earth is trying to show us, what Earth is teaching us, and that Earth is very, very much a person and is alive, more alive than we are. Okay, so we're going to be talking about prosperity because in 2024 there are doors that are being opened. Doors are open in 2024. These mindsets have to do with brokenness. We have the Five of Cups, and I use a mixed deck of cards. All of these cards are from Rider Waite, but there are some other cards here too. This particular deck I got from Spencer's Gifts. Believe it or not, I don't like the entire deck, but there were definitely some cards that I really liked, and I just pulled them together into this deck. Now, the Five of Cups. When the Five of Cups happens to you in your life, it can skew your way of thinking, especially if it happens young, especially if it happens when you are in isolation. So let's say you are a person who is being reared by someone who is broken, and that particular person is teaching you all kinds of crazy things and telling you crazy things about yourself. Um, Let me give you an example. This morning I kind of woke up and this name popped in my mind. It was John Wayne Gacy. And I'm like, I think his name was John Wayne Gacy. And I'm like, why is his name in my head? I knew he was a serial killer. I didn't know why the name came into my mind, but I looked him up, and sure enough, during his childhood, his father had been very, very hard on him, had downed him, called him gay, said things to him in a negative connotation, said he was weak because he had some physical ailments and things of that nature. And it could have, we don't know for sure, but it could have contributed to him killing well over 30 people in sexual crimes. Okay. So we have a lot of people on this planet pretending to be what TV tells them is normal. They pretend to be, um especially, excuse my phone here, they pretend to be normal. They pretend to act like they're okay. They pretend to act like they are, and it's going to keep ringing, I'm sorry. They pretend to act like they're okay. They pretend to act like they're normal. They pretend to act like everything is fine, but really they're skewed and they don't understand who they are. Human beings are animal beings with a spirit, and our particular bodies are, in our minds and our brains, are elevated to a way that we can speak language and write it down. Now, as far as chimpanzees are concerned, as far as other animals are concerned, I do not believe that they can write down language. I do know that some monkeys can do sign language, but they cannot write language. That is what basically separates us from them, because all animals have culture. A lot of animals do things. Even apes will dig graves and put flowers on graves. So our cultures, they have mating rituals and things of that nature. So we're not the only animals on the planet with culture. Birds can do things that we can't do. They can fly just by use of their bodies. Some animals, amphibians, can live on water and on land, or can swim and live underwater. So we don't have a patent on the great life on the planet. We fight just like they fight. We eat other animals just like they eat other animals. We live in homes just like they do. A bird will build a nest and a home under a type of covering. Some animals will live in caves and make sure they have covering. They may not actually, in that case, build the home as we will with our hands, but other animals use tools. So we're not totally different from all the other animals on the planet, and all other animals and plants and rocks and things of that nature, gemstones, water has a soul. So we're not the only beings on this planet with a soul or with a spirit. So we need to stop thinking of ourselves so much more highly as we do. We need to stop, okay? We need to, and some of this is going to be a kind of like a vlog, or actually a rant. I was watching Planet of the Apes, and I went all the way back to the 60s, to the very first Planet of the Apes. And it seemed so funny because they had this god and the statue and everything, and it looked like an ape. It wasn't that they were worshiping a man, they worshiped an ape. And they had this ape that was considered one of their forefathers, the progenitor of all the apes. And we do the same thing. Planet of the Apes, specifically in the older days, is basically a parody of how we are as humans. It is a parody of how we act as humans. We put animals in zoos. They put humans in zoos. They put humans in cages for people to look at. We think sometimes the animals in the zoo stink. They thought that the humans stink. It was a parody on humanity. So the first thing we have to do is humble ourselves in order to attain prosperity on the planet from Earth, which is filled with prosperity. There's nothing that anybody has, not Elon Musk, not Jeff Bezos, whatever his name is, not Oprah, not any of the tycoons from the Middle East. There is nothing that they have that did not come from the planet, from Earth. Okay. So don't think of yourself more highly. Honor every form of life on this planet. Even if you have to kill something to eat it, even if you take a branch from a tree in order to plant this plant in your home, to beautify your home, honor Earth daily, and you will see amazing things, because it's not just you who have been hurt. It is Earth that has been hurt. This Five of Cups is coming from the planet. Hurt that we don't understand who she is. Hurt that we don't honor her. Now, there will be some people who will say in this tarot reading that, oh, Earth is just a creation. Well, Earth is a bit more than just a creation, because even if you are a Christian and you read the book of Genesis, the planet existed, the waters existed before even one word was spoken. The waters of this planet, which this planet is mostly water, you are mostly water. You are the child of this planet. This planet, the waters existed before any word was spoken. All right? Know that. Understand that. Humble yourself before the planet. When you get up in the morning, say something to her. Open your window, open your door, greet her. When you go out for the first time during the day, greet her. Say something to her. Have something living in your home, some plant. You can have some fake plants and things of that nature, but have something real in your house, something with life force still in it that you are taking care of. Honor our mother. Okay? When I first started my journey, she is sad. She is tired of it. She is upset by it. Honor our mother, okay? When I first started my YouTube journey many years ago, I called my channel and I did a podcast, Journey to the Goddess. It may still be out there somewhere with Renee Tarot, Journey to the Goddess. And that is where I first started everything. It was a journey to the goddess. I wanted to get to know who she was. Many of us start off in Wicca when we start this journey because it is a new religion. It is a fast growing religion. There's a lot of information out there. There was a lot of TV shows out there. And we start off with that. Then we move into hoodoo, or we may move into some of our indigenous things from our our um our forefathers and things of that nature. But we always keep an eye out on what's happening in the universe, in the on the earth, okay, which is a microcosm of the macrocosm, just like our bodies are a microcosm of the macrocosm. All right, so stop thinking that you are not enough. Stop thinking that nobody wants you, and stop thinking that you are not deserving. Somebody who is ill or has wrong thinking told you a lie. And you have to understand that every spirit, every energy, every vapor, every bit of magic, every animal, and every human is not good. There are animals that have to be put down. Sometimes, if you go into farms or things of that nature or zoos, you'll see that sometimes you'll find an animal that has a good demeanor. And then sometimes you'll have an animal that has a negative demeanor. Sometimes the scientists or biologists or doctors will say, well, that is because this animal is sick. There are certain things happening in their brain. Well, maybe they had the wrong energy and that affected their brain. Maybe they got the wrong spirit and that spirit affected their brain. And if that spirit got off on you, it would affect your brain too, where they could actually pick up certain abnormalities or anomalies in a microscope. Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is it a physical malady or is it a spiritual malady? And is there any such thing as physical when everything you see under an electronic microscope is moving? A microscope powerful enough shows you there is no things. We learned long years ago that there was such a thing as mass. All that is slower moving energy. Everything is always changing. That's life 101. Everything is always changing. So do not subject yourself to the energy of the person who raised you, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, the people in your class, whoever that told you that you were not special. Because if you are listening to me, you are special. If you are listening to this channel, you are very special. Okay? You are connected. You don't have bad luck. Now, let's talk about bad luck. Now, we're going to get rid of the pain card because Earth has been hurting because her children have ignored her and treated her like crap. And let me pull this card up a little closer. You see the mermaid kind of looking like she's just on the rock, and she's causing her pain is causing the storm, and you can see the boat in the background where the boat is tossing to and fro because the mermaid, or the spirit of earth, where the waters started even before one word of creation was spoken, the waters were here. She's cold, she's not being taken care of. Okay, so she is in mourning as you are in mourning. All right. Okay, so let's talk about bad luck. Some people think they have bad luck. They feel like that they did something wrong, or they're not. And you know what? You may be doing something wrong. You may not be doing what you're supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to start a daycare and teach kids in the way of earth and help them to become close to the earth, like a earth-based daycare. I don't know who this is for. I don't know where this is coming from, but an earth-based daycare, and you're not doing it. Or maybe you're supposed to get Ocha in Santeria, or maybe you're supposed to do something that you're supposed to be in finance, or you're supposed to open a bank for a specific group of people. There are things that the earth energy will tell you to do, and if you don't do it, you can find yourself in financial discord. So if you are not connected to what earth wants you to do, you need to become connected, because if you don't become connected, you can continue to operate and lack. And 2024 is the year that, at the first week of this year, we're already on the third. It's going quickly. We're already here on the third. This is the first week of the year. Get connected. Figure out what it is that earth wants you to do. What is your place? What are you supposed to be doing that is going to bring prosperity to you? Because there are certain things that you should be doing. That some of you should be selling luxury cars and you're stuck in a cubicle somewhere. Some of you should be out on the open road and taking things from one place to the next, and you're on somebody's railroad, just stuck with like a chain gang, and you're not moving, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Find out from your mother what is it that she would have you to do, and sometimes, if you're lucky, she will tell you you can do whatever you want to do. You tell me what you want to do, and whatever you want to do, I'll bless it, but you just need to be consistent in it. Okay? You are deserving, but you do need to get connected to begin your fool's journey. Some people are going to begin their fool's journey this year. So let's look at this card. You can see the hat filled with gold coins. There's a satisfied fat cat there. Um, Part of the plants there next to the fool. The fool is juggling what appears to be cards, going by a light, a candle light sitting there. Take some time to meditate before you go on your journey. If you can look behind the fool, there are lots of stairways. The stairs are other universes that you can enter into, other portals, timelines. It's time to change your timeline so that you can go to another realm, even in this realm, because all the realms are meshed together. It's time for you to get rid of your bad luck. Bad luck is another word for out of order and disconnected. Bad luck is another name for out of order and disconnected. You have to become connected to your mother, because you are your mother. Your mother is in you. If you are of normal size, you're about, what is it, 2 milligrams, 0.2 milligrams of gold. I can't remember which one it is. It's zero point 0.2 or 2 milligrams of gold, something like that. You're made up of elements: nitrogen, carbon, phosphorus, oxygen. You are a chemical concoction, just like Earth is. If you want to see a picture of your ancestors, look at a picture of the mountains with a stream running through it and trees. That is you. You share 98% DNA with a pig, with a chimpanzee, 60% DNA with a banana, and about even more DNA than that with a fruit fly, and even more DNA than that with a rat, even more DNA than that with a cat or a dog. You are a part of the earth. Get reconnected. Then you can get rid of your bad luck. Change your mindset about what you deserve. If you were born with gold inside of you, then what would you have to have gold? And don't worry about the fact that you had a couple of bad years. Some of us have had some bad years. Some people have had years of bad luck, years of disconnection. We had to throw some things away. We had to leave some places that we weren't supposed to be. Sometimes your luck is tied into where you live. You could be fine, but once you moved to LA, everything went left. Or once you moved to Arizona, everything went left. Once you moved to New York, everything went left. Once you moved into that particular house in Atlanta, everything went left. So you may need to find out where Earth wants your energy to be. in order for you to get back reconnected and get rid of your bad luck. Because what is supposed to happen to you when you get reconnected on this planet this week, specifically this month, once you get reconnected and turn off the television, get reconnected, turn off your podcast, turn off the radio for just a while, turn off your phones, get reconnected to the spirit, go sit outside, get connected to the real spirit, the spirit of earth. And once you get reconnected to the spirit of earth and find out where you're supposed to be and hear where you're supposed to go and become the earth, then you will begin to throw some things out. There may be some people that leave. There may be a change in residence. There may be a change in work location. You may change some of your friendships, not necessarily throwing people away, but changing how you interact with people. You are going to have a tower moment. Make sure you have your tower moment as quickly as possible in 2024 to usher in your prosperity, because the prosperity that you gain in 2024 will be enough to last you for the rest of your life. The prosperity you gain in 2024 will be enough to last you for the remainder of your days. Okay. So change your mindset about what you deserve and understand that it's time for you to move some people out of your life, some things out of your life, some situations out of your life. You might need to change states. I knew a woman who she was in a particular location and she just had so much bad luck in that state, in that particular city. I mean, everything went wrong, and so she decided to move to Tennessee. Everything just worked out for her. People just rallied around